In the early 1800s, on a rocky cliff overlooking the stormy Atlantic, a man named Thomas Whitaker spent 30 years of his life as a lighthouse keeper. His job was simple yet vital: keep the light burning to guide ships safely to shore. Night after night, through fog, rain, and gales, Thomas climbed the spiral staircase to the top of the lighthouse, trimmed the wick, and ensured the flame never went out. One stormy evening, a young sailor named James washed ashore after his ship was wrecked. Thomas found him battered and unconscious on the rocks and carried him to the lighthouse. When James awoke, he asked, "How do you do it? How do you spend your life in this lonely place, doing the same thing every day?" Thomas smiled and pointed to the horizon. "Out there he said, are hundreds of sailors relying on this light to find their way home. My purpose isn't just to keep the flame burning, it's to keep hope alive. Even if I never meet those sailors, I know my work matters." James stayed with Thomas for a week, helping him maintain the lighthouse. By the time he left, he had a new perspective on purpose. Years later, James became a ship captain and often shared Thomas's story with his crew, reminding them that even the smallest roles can have a profound impact. In 2021, I met a woman named Maria who worked as a nurse in a rural clinic. Her days were long and often thankless, but she approached her work with the same dedication as Thomas. One evening, after a particularly grueling shift, I asked her why she kept going. She told me about a patient she had treated years ago, a young boy with a severe infection. Maria stayed late to monitor his condition, and her care saved his life. Years later, the boy's mother visited the clinic to thank Maria. "You didn't just save my son," she said. "You saved our family." Maria's eyes filled with tears as she recalled the moment. "That's why I do it," she said. "Even on the hardest days, I remember that my work matters. I may not always see the impact, but I know it's there." The lesson from Thomas and Maria is this: purpose isn't about grand achievements or recognition. It's about the quiet, consistent effort to make a difference. Whether you're keeping a lighthouse, caring for patients, or simply showing up for the people in your life, your work has value. Like a beacon in the storm, your purpose can guide others to safety, even if you never see the lives you've touched. Please like, share, and subscribe.